Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to this stream. Welcome to another edition of our Watchalong video. Yes, it's the third quarter final of this FIFA World Cup, the serious business end of this World Cup. Just a couple of games to go. And of course, it is the third quarter final, like I mentioned, and it's the quarter final of the two giants. Yes, the two giants up top in Haaland and Harry Kane, who represent Norway and England. Very good game. I think this has to be the first time that these two meet at the FIFA World Cup. I've never heard of them meet again in a FIFA World Cup, but we are going to see who's going to come out on top. Of course, it's going to be a good game. Let's see, of course, who carries the day, because these two teams, of course, getting here clearly played their hearts out, especially the Norwegian team, that nobody gave them really a chance of going this far. But fun enough, they have made it here. So let's see how they're gonna perform. Of course, coming from a group of there that had France, Senegal, and Iraq, they managed to get on 6 points. Then in the round of 32, managed to beat Ivory Coast, and then in the round of 16, managed to eliminate pre-tournament favorites Brazil. And of course, for England, came out of a group that had Panama, Ghana, and Croatia. They managed to top the group. And of course, play. Who did they play in the round of 32? Yes, they played DR Congo. Then, of course, they played Mexico, the tournament co-hosts. They also eliminated them 3-2. Very good game. And of course, they made it here. So, this is where now you're going to see the tears flowing, especially when any team loses. So, let's hope that it's going to be. Of course, let's hope that it's going to be a good game for both teams, rather. But of course, it is premium tiers for the one who loses out. So let's see how this game is gonna go. And as always, guys, if you are watching this team for the very first time, make sure in fact do like the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already subscribed. Yes, so the two lineups for Norway, we got Nyland in goal, Ryson. Let me just give me a second. Yes, let's go Ryerson, Ajer, Hegem, and of course Mola, Wolfie, Sunday Badge, Patrick Berg, and of course Odegaard, Soloth, Shelderup, and of course a man like Erling Haaland. Yes, guy who is on currently on 7 World Cup goals, tied with Harry Kane. Of course, they are chasing the likes of Mbappe and Lionel Messi, who are on 8 goals apiece. Of course, for England, we've got Pickford, Konsa, Stones, Gay, and of course O'Reilly, and of course Rice, Anderson, Bellingham, Madueke, Gordon, and of course Harry Kane. I'm surprised that Saka didn't start today again. I don't know what's up with Saka. I don't know why the manager doesn't really trust him. I don't know why the manager doesn't trust him, honestly. I honestly do not know why the manager does not trust him. But anyway, let's see how this game is gonna go. Of course, England in their traditional kits of all white from head to toe, while for Norway in their usual kits as well, of red t-shirts with a cross on their shirts, and then of course for their shorts, of course, they are navy blue. So anyway, guys, make sure that you are in fact liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you have not already done so. And of course, make sure you also turn on the notification bell so that you can be alerted whenever we do go live. Yes, so game is just about ready to start. Yes, both teams have made their way onto the pitch. National anthems have already been sung, so let's just wait now for the installation of this game. And of course, let's see who's gonna make it to the World Cup semi-final, where they're gonna play either Argentina or Switzerland, who are gonna be playing later on. Yeah, but I'm surprised why, honestly, Thomas Tuchel doesn't trust Saka. Don't know what Saka might do to honestly start a game. Anyway, we're gonna have a minute of silence, thing to commemorate. It's funny that Haaland today comes up against defenders that he's been playing against at the English Premier League, but also in his teammate in Nico O'Reilly at the back. Already four players on a suspension tightrope: Bellingham, Rice, Gay, and O'Reilly. So if either one of those gets a yellow card today, of course they are gonna miss the semi-final potentially against Argentina. Many of course predict it's gonna be Argentina or Switzerland. But of course, many people say that it's going to be Argentina in that particular semi-final. But anyway, we're going to see Argentina, of course, kicking off right around 3 hours, actually 4 hours time from now. Game is going to be starting at around 4 a.m. 4 a.m. local time this year in East Africa. Of course, that's gonna be 1 0100 GMT or 1 a.m. GMT. Such a thing ever exists. Anyway, we're just about ready to start. Haaland, of course. I don't know whether we're gonna see the famous Viking celebration today, but we will see. It's been a feature of this World Cup, of course, for the Norwegians. Clearly, they're doing their business. So let's see whether it's gonna be jubilation for them at the very end, making it to their first ever semi-final, or it's gonna be premium tears for them at the end. Of course, we are underway. We are off. We are off. It's back to Nyland. Nyland choosing to kick it long, looking for Haaland. Picked up by Rice, Bellingham. Is Elliot Anderson. Is McGee. Maggie and Jones, of course, the famous Man City not still famous, but Man City partnership. But of course, John Stones has already left Man City because he was already been released on a free because his contract did run out. Of course, Maggie moving to Man City at the beginning of this year, moving from Crystal Palace to Manchester City. Anyway, guys, make sure you're in fact liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you have not already done so. If you are watching this stream and you're not yet subscribed, please do me that awesome favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 1,000 subs. We are almost there. We're just 9 subs away from the minimum threshold of 1,000 subs so that you can unlock memberships for the channel. So if you are watching this stream and you have not yet subscribed, do us that awesome favor, get our subscriber count out. Make sure in fact subscribe to the channel, help us get past the minimum threshold of 1,000 subs. Yes, and of course, for those that have already subscribed and those also who are also returning users, thank you so much for taking your time to be part of this watch along. Thank you so much. God richly bless you. This is Madueke on the far side, well found by Anderson. Madueke. Anyway, don't really need to say anything after that, because clearly I don't know why Madueke starts this game ahead of Saka, honestly. I don't know what Tuchel sees in Madueke for him to favor him ahead of Saka, honestly. Because it's clearly a game that needs somebody like a Bakayo Saka. Madueke is somebody that you bring on now when the game is either won or you just now need to be problematic to those defenders back there. So, because Saka clearly is somebody who can actually win you the game, but maybe the manager doesn't really trust his fitness. Yeah, this season Saka clearly up and down season because of the injury, so that's the reason why the manager doesn't fully trust him. Or maybe he's using Saka as the ace. He's saying, you know what? Maybe Saka is the guy that's gonna come on when these legs begin to tire, and I need maybe a goal quickly. I need somebody just to beat the man and of course stretch the defense. But Madoke can do that as well. I'm very sure if England do make it to the semi-final, I honestly trust Saka to start in that game ahead of Madueke. Is Konsa, Bellingham, back to Konsa, Declan Rice. Ah, there are rumors that Declan Rice was not going to start today because he had a flu. At least you're happy to see him out there. Also for Mark Gay, he's also nursing an injury, but funny enough, he's able to recover quickly and, of course, take his place in the starting lineup. Set up a poll. Give me a second. Yeah, so like I said earlier, of course, the Argentina Switzerland game is gonna be kicking off later on. Of course, you can also make your not make, but rather vote for whoever you think is gonna win this game in the poll. So at least you have a poll running. So if you think if you fancy Norway, do vote for Norway. Of course, if you fancy England, make sure you also vote for them as well. I personally think England are just gonna shed it. I think England have got a way better quality than Norway out there, so I do expect England to go through. But of course, be stranger things are gonna happen. Gordon loses out to Solos, picked up by Solos into Haaland, unable to pass in to Haaland. Well intercepted by Stones. It's now picked up by Madueke. Can clearly see Norway able just to run back and, of course, close those passing lanes because they clearly know that, of course, this England side do have the players to run in behind and, of course, create a lot of problems for them. So it's a typical 4-5-1 system, or 4-5-1 system for Norway, especially in defense. Haaland left up top. Of course, he's not really a advanced forward, he's more of a poacher. Yes, Haaland is the kind of player who cannot be in the game at all. Then all of a sudden, he bursts into life. Remember the game against Brazil, didn't do anything at all in that game, but somehow he managed to get the goals, man, and eliminate Brazil. He left it quite late, yeah. He's Gordon able to win it back. Kane, this is O'Reilly. This is Madueke is in an offside position. Yeah, so guys, if you are indeed watching this team and you already subscribed, make sure you do support the channel. Subscribe to the channel. We're just 9 subscribers away, guys. Just 9 subscribers away from 1,000. Nice pass into Odegaard. Haaland. Cleared by Stones. Nice header from Solot. Is Bellingham. Nice play from Bellingham. Able to shield the ball away from Patrick Berg. Yeah. Maybe the game is gonna spring into life later because both teams still try to understand each other. Of course, for England, this is clearly familiar territory. The past 2 editions of the World Cup, they made it past. Actually, made it to the quarterfinal. Last edition, they lost 2-1 to France in the quarterfinal. But in 2018, they made it through to the semi-final where they lost to Belgium. So, of course, this is familiar territory for them. And for some of these players, Harry Kane, yes, they're actually in the squad. Also, John Stones, so also Pickford as well. So, clearly, they've got the experience out there. But for Norway, I think it has to be their first time that I see them in any kind of, other they've appeared in the World Cup quarter-final. Yeah, because like I said, nobody gave them a chance against Brazil. But somehow they managed to topple Brazil, man. Because a very poor Brazilian team that has the individuals out there but doesn't really have all the individuals out there, but they can't really combine as a team. O'Reilly able to win the ball from Soloth. It's restarted again by England. I'm not sure who to root for here. I like Haaland, but England do be a more entertaining point for Argentina in the semi-finals. Yeah, yeah, you're right, rather. Very, very true from your perspective, man. Very, very true. Yes, England, of course, are gonna be a much difficult prospect for Argentina, who are the favorites in that other quarterfinal. So that's why I said I do back England, and fun enough, unpopular opinion, I think England might even have what it takes to beat Argentina because they are clearly very compact in defense. But yeah, England clearly can give a game to Argentina if they both do make it to the quarterfinal. Madueke handles the ball, man. This Madueke, man. This Madueke character. Yeah, so anyway, we will see. We will see, of course. In fact, it might even be Norway, Switzerland semi-final. Who knows, man? Like I said, stranger things have happened. Because I think, regardless of who's on this other side of the draw, I think the eventual winners are gonna be France. I do think they're gonna have too much for Spain. It's gonna be a good game. I think they're gonna have too much for Spain. But of course, we'd want them to meet Lionel Messi. But the thing that I also think of Argentina is that they are way too strong, especially now when the likes of Messi and also those midfielders are playing in behind him. O'Reilly, nice tackle by Ager, picked up by Odegaard. Solo trying to go on the counter. Clearly, this is a game that I think Norway should have started with Nusa, because Nusa is way better, especially in launching those counter attacks. This Odegaard picking up the ball from Sunday Badge. Yeah, so yeah, yes, England might give Argentina a game maybe in the semi-final if they do get there. But I also think that the quality of Argentina is because Argentina have done certain things in this World Cup that honestly we didn't really expect, especially in the previous game, taken all the way, pushed all the way by Egypt. And clearly, of course, there was a bit of controversy in that game. Of course, controversy aside, many arguing that Egypt were clearly treated unfairly and all that. But it's like people are clearly trying to carry Argentina and make sure the officials want Argentina to appear in another final. But if you look at the way they are playing, the officials are not the ones that told Egypt to surrender a two-goal lead. That's why, for me, that argument clearly does not hold water at all, because Egypt already were actually leading 2-0 in that game, and eventually they did surrender the lead, and Argentina came back and won the game. I think that show from Argentina in that game clearly was the difference maker, because there hasn't been any team at this FIFA World Cup that has come back from 2 goals down to win a game, especially a knockout game. The only game that I do remember for memory in other World Cups was, I think, Belgium versus Japan. I think in 2018, Japan addressed into a 2 goal lead in a round of 16. Belgium came back and won that game 3-2. In fact, they actually won it in the 92nd minute, just like Argentina did against Egypt. So, but of course, for Egypt, the unfortunate thing for them was that they fell apart quite late. Yep, actually conceded those 3 goals in the last 11 minutes. So, either way, yes, the officials are not the ones that. It's not like there were actually 3 or 4 penalties given to dubious penalties given to Argentina. It's not like Argentina were leading in that particular game. They actually came from behind. And I think because of that, I think you can actually fancy Argentina at this FIFA World Cup. So I can't really say that they're going to get eliminated by Switzerland. I think they might have the quality to get past them, and England as well, or Norway. But also the togetherness that they have is very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. Can clearly see every Argentine player in that roster. The goalkeeper, even the manager. Funny enough, they all say that they are fans of Messi. Because if you look at that lineup, other than maybe somebody like Martinez, The rest maybe were like even children or even teenagers when Messi had already broken into the World Cup, maybe around 2018. Because most of these players were not even around in 2018. Yes, Alvarez was not there, Lautaro, Enzo Fernandez, McAllister, of course Tagliafico I think was there, but you can clearly see the way they are playing. It's like they want to play, win this World Cup again for Messi. So that's why I'm like, it's a very good thing, man. Because imagine you have your idol and you're playing alongside him. You have watched him go through heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. In 2014, 2015, and 2016, Copa America. And you're like, and also the World Cup. And you're like, you know what? I want to win this World Cup for this guy, man. I saw this guy cry, man. I don't want to see my idol cry again. So that was actually the actually the change in fortunes for Argentina. So I still think it's gonna be another France Argentine final. But who knows? Let's see. Let us see. Let us see. This is Gordon able to get away from Ryson. I think, of course, forces a corner. It's gonna be the first corner of the game. Yeah, this game clearly still hasn't sprung into life. Still waiting to have the first chance for either side. Zero shots on target, zero shots on goal from either side. And of course, man like David Beckham is there to look at his England side. In fact, during his days, they only made it as far as the quarterfinal. I think it was way back in 2006, where they were eliminated by Portugal in the two penalties. And I think Beckham was in the side that actually no, Beckham was in the 2002 side that lost to Brazil in the quarterfinal. But when Ronaldinho burst into the scene at the World Cup, very, very, very well taken free kick. So I think that was his last appearance. So of course he's here to support his country. He's Gordon. Where is the support for Gordon, man? So sometimes I don't honestly, I don't want to question managers' tactics and all that, but at the same time, I'm like, this inverting business is way too much now. Maybe teams need to stop it now because clearly that particular instance, Gordon was so isolated out wide. Had Solot and Ryson to contend with, man. O'Reilly not even close to him, man. And I see now that's the issue with I see with many managers nowadays. Just want to copy off each other, man. It's like whatever manager finds a winning tactic, all other managers flock to it. Gordon into the box, cleared by Ajer. Haaland loses out, picked up by Rice again. Haaland and co just happy to sit back in their ship and invite pressure. Not really pressure, but of course, just letting England dictate play and actually keep the ball. But England, honestly, they have to move the ball a whole lot quicker if they expect to break down this Norwegian team, eh? Because so far, the ball, their tempo is quite low, eh? Their tempo is their tempo is quite low, and I think they need to do better. Honestly, they need to do better. Because trust me, this is not how you break down a low block. Of course, you have to move that ball a whole lot quicker. It's Gordon, O'Reilly, is Elliot Anderson, in behind for Gordon. You see the game that they're playing, they actually what they're trying to do is have Anderson play on that side close to Gordon, and of course try and combine with him so that actually he can deliver those crosses into the box. Because I think they want to rely on in swingers into the box. It's actually a good idea. Well, of course, maybe they don't really want to do outswingers because if honestly they wanted outswingers, they probably would have left O'Reilly out there and, of course, allow him to go on the overlap. But I still think that they might just have to change things up a bit going forward. Forward, Wolfie. It's a free kick to Norway. Hey man, this game, man. This game, man. Honestly, poor ball. Picked up by Kane. Shoot Kane. Could just get away from Aya. Of course, they also know each other so well, man. Because Kane, in his Tottenham days, used to come up against the likes of Aya from Brentford. So, of course, they know each other well, guys. They do know each other so well. Anyway, guys, make sure that you're liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you have not already done so. If you are watching this stream for the very first time or you are returning viewer but you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Yes, help the channel at least get past the minimum threshold of 1,000 subs so that we can unlock memberships for the channel. So help us get there. Yes, we're just swiftly moving along to the threshold of 1,000 subs. So if you are watching this stream and you haven't subscribed, please do me that awesome favor, subscribe to the channel and also turn on that notification bell so that you can be alerted whenever we do go live. England 71% possession, man, to 29, surely. But of course, it's a tale of the game so far. Of course, fun enough, we've actually seen very one-sided quarterfinals. France, Morocco, very one-sided quarterfinal, very much in France's favor. Spain, Belgium, also very much in the Spaniards' favor. Of course, today you can clearly see England already dominating proceedings early on, not in terms of chances, but just keeping the ball. Yes, this is Anthony Gordon. O'Reilly into the box. Ball eluded Madueke. Nice idea, though. Wolfie kicks it long. Haaland chasing his former teammate, but so back to Pickford. Pickford, McGay, Declan Rice, Bellingham, Isconsa. I don't know why they didn't start Spence. Oh man. Is Saka still injured or what? I honestly don't know what the story is with Saka. Don't know why the manager doesn't really want to start him in most games. I think he's only started once this World Cup. O'Reilly into the box! To Madueke. Madueke. Nice touch from O'Reilly, but just couldn't control it. Well played by Madueke, man. Well played by Madueke on the far side. Able to deliver a very dangerous cross into the box. Evaded everybody. Went through to O'Reilly on the far side. O'Reilly just couldn't control the ball. Yep. Just couldn't control the ball, man. And of course, it was cleared by Ryerson. Of course, we head to the hydration break. Hydration break is in this game. Of course, I can't really say that it is flown by, but clearly this game leaves a lot to be desired, man. Honestly, let's hope that the second quarter of this first half is going to be way better because clearly it's been a very, very poor game so far. Very, very poor game. Zero shots, no attempts for either side. England just keeping possession in the Norwegian half. Norway just happy to let them have the ball. But clearly England haven't converted it into any chances on goal or even on target. England already racking up 230 passes, while Norway already only have 73. Well, that's the tale of the game so far. That's why I said most quarterfinal games, in fact, all quarterfinal games have been very much one-sided. Yes, Morocco versus France. France very much the better side from start to finish. Yesterday, we witnessed Belgium versus Spain. Spain, of course, very much the dominant side, kept the ball in long periods. Of course, Belgium did get a lucky goal, but that is all they had, a lucky goal. That is all they had to show for it. So they got lucky, man. Belgium got lucky with the goal, but unfortunately, it was not enough. The Spaniards, of course, their quality was able to show. Of course, Mikel Merino coming off the bench again to be the match winner for Spain, as he was against Portugal in the round of 16. But I think you can argue that it was actually a mistake by Sane Lamens, where he could not hold on to the ball. When the shot was driven towards him by Kubasi, he managed to parry it into the path of Merino. Merino with just a very good tap in into the roof of the net, and just like that, Spain were able to topple Belgium. But of course, rightfully so, because if Belgium would have won that game, honestly, it would be what we call a serious, serious fluke. Because Belgium didn't honestly create anything. Other than that chance, they didn't really create anything else. They didn't create anything at all. So that's what I'm saying. When you look at the quarterfinals this World Cup, yes, three so far have been one-sided affairs. This one is already a one-sided affair because you can clearly see the game plan for Norway to at least soak up pressure. Maybe they hope that they might actually deny England for long periods, maybe take the game into extra time and eventual penalties. So they do know that if the game goes into penalties, they have a chance. They do have a chance. Because also England do not have a very impressive record when it comes to taking penalties or facing penalties at any World Cup. Because they have always had it rough. They have always had it rough. And when are we gonna resume second period after the hydration break? Yes, we're already underway. We're already underway. But Wiki on the far side, picked up by Wolfie. Wolfie Kilderop, bad pass into Sandebash. He's Bellingham. Bellingham is fouled by Aja right on the edge of the box. Good. Bellingham able to have a wonderful touch away from Aya. Aya was forced to bring him down. Just like that, England do have a free kick on the edge of the box. This might even have favored somebody like Bakayo Saka. Well, now since he's not on the pitch, who's gonna take it? Who's the left footer is gonna take this? I think maybe Rice is gonna do the honors, because yes, Madueke is there, but I do think Kane is gonna take it. This is dangerous, guys. This is quite dangerous. It's not really that central, but at the same time, it's not really that wide either. If you actually just take this nicely, you might actually just carve. Can you actually take it around the wall? No. So it has to be some serious smart technique. But you can actually carve it and maybe just uh ball is gonna of course curve at the last hour, of course, just get into the inside of that left hand post of Nyland's goal. So honestly, let Kane take it. Honestly, don't leave it to Madueke, leave it for Kane. And you let's see who's gonna take it. It's Harry Kane. Harry Kane with the shot over the bar. He went for power instead of placement. Ah, it's a fast shot on goal, man. Fast shot on goal. Yeah, Kane opted to go for power, man. I think the goalkeeper had it covered. The ball was actually kept down by Kane. Is Nyland. This is the Hegem. Hegem coming forward. Hegem get past Madueke. This is Wolfie. Sheldrop. Sheldrop back to Aya. Is Odegaard. It is Sunday Burger, or it's actually Burger. Sunday Burger of Fulham, Odegaard, back to Sunday Burger. Of course, Odegaard coming face to face with his club teammates in Madueke. Of course, Rice out there. Yes, but Sunday Burger. Okay. No, clearly trying to slow this game down at all. Nice, able to play through the press. This solo on the far side. Is Odegaard able to get it from Elliot Anderson into Solot. Solot. This is Patrick Berger. The first time that at least Norway have been able to get into England's half and actually keep the ball in for long period. Oh, I'll not Odegaard trying to find shoulder up on the far side, but it was too strong. That's the first time I've had seen any kind of attacking intent from Norway in 30 minutes. I think maybe that was their game plan. Maybe get to the hydration break, the scores level, maybe see whether they can actually improve and do something. Maybe who knows, but let's hope it's gonna be. I don't know whether it's gonna lead to actually gonna be a pattern for them, but you're gonna see. Kane, Gordon is fouled by Ryson. Ryson clearly looks angry out there. It seems like things that Gordon was kind of milking it. Okay, that's a foul, man. That's a foul, bro. Come on. That is the foul, though. Anyway, Rice is over the free kick. Declan Rice over the free kick. It's gonna be an in swinger. Let's see what he's gonna do from here. Excuse me. Declan Rice, poor cross. Poor cross, man. I think for England, their much joy for them, I think, is gonna come down the wings from either side, either Gordon or Madueke, because they don't really have a creative number 10 out there, or even a midfielder who can actually dictate play through the middle. So that's why I think their best route to goal, just have to crowd the wide areas and maybe get as many people into the box as they can, and clearly see maybe that might be their game plan. That's why Bellingham starts most games, because he's a proper box crusher, having the likes of the wingers out there dictating, not really dictating play, but of course creating the chances, delivering crosses into the box, and of course him getting on the end. And he clearly saw it against Mexico, where he was able to get the goal, his first World Cup brace, and also against was it Croatia? Oh, speak Haaland! Almost a mistake at the back from John Stones. Haaland, come on, situational awareness, man. Ay, 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 ay. It's almost a big chance for England, man. Not England, Norway. Gordon loses out. It's picked up by Odegaard, Sandeberger. This is Ryson. What the heck happened, man? Rice unable to get easily away from Anthony Gordon. This Solot. Yeah, this guy is actually a center forward converted into a right winger at this World Cup so that Haaland can be accommodated out there. And so far, he's done the business. And clearly, he's not complained at all. Being played out of position, and he's like, you know what, it's fine. Yes, I clearly know I'm not the central striker in this particular team, and of course, I don't want to play second fiddle. But I'm just happy to be in the team. Is Patrick Berg, Odegaard, This is Ryson. Yeah, since the hydration break, I can clearly see now Norway happy now to have a bit more of possession. England, of course, allowing them to keep the ball. Of course, many teams, like I've kept on saying, like the traditional system of defense is normally a 4-4-2. Of course, Bellingham and Kane, actually, Bellingham actually playing as a second striker. Funny, nice pass by Odegaard into Ryson. Ryson into the box. Haaland! First shot on target. Haaland with the header. Easy catch for Pickford. Patrick Berger with the ball of that Rice, or who was that? Who's that? Goal! Shelderab with the goal for Norway. But let's not celebrate fast. Let us not celebrate, man. Shoulder up, man. Against the run of play, man. Against the run of play, man. Ah, yeah. Of course, the ball will be the not referee rather, and the VAR team have to look at that. It looked like a fair tackle, man. Look like Patrick Berg won the ball, man. England might be in serious trouble here, man. Let's just yes, indicate the goal, man. Yes, more or less a makeshift cross into the box. But it doesn't really matter, man. Doesn't really matter, man. Shoulder up gives Shoulder up gives Norway the lead, man. Harry Kane, of course, complaining that he was fouled, but nope, no foul, man. Anyway, referee has given the goal, man. Goal stands. Goal stands. Yes, Mr. Parker. Yes, goal stands, man. Yep, clearly, yeah, there was no foul. But of course, England will protest and say, no, what? How come Argentina, the Argentina Egypt game, there was a review? Well, but clearly didn't look like a foul on Kane because Patrick Berg was able to win the ball cleanly, just to poke the ball away from Kane. And of course, Harry Kane, of course, went down thinking that he was going to get the foul. But no, the referee said, you know what? That is not going to be a foul in any way. So, goal for Norway, man. Goal has been given. Shoulder up is what you call a deceptive cross into the box, because clearly he wasn't really going for goal. He was more or less crossing it. And funny enough, wow, football's a very cruel game. England with all the possession, all the play, right before the hydration break. After the hydration break, Norway have come out much better side. Of course, created two chances, scored with one. Of course, missed the other one from Haaland. So England will have to wake up now. England honestly have to wake up, because this game might seriously get away from them. This game might seriously get away from them, so they need to clearly wake up. Yeah. Anyway, I'd have to say that this is actually a much tougher opponent for England than Mexico were. Yes, Mexico might be high up in the FIFA rankings than Norway, but of course, Norway look like a more complete side, more compact, and of course carry the threat of Erling Haaland. Picked by Solo. The shot! Oh! Over the bar. Hey! Yeah, you're right. Solo's very close, man. Ay, 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 ay. Wow. Wow. It's funny that, like I said, Football is such a cruel game, man. You have all the possession, but you've not created any chances. Norway have already created three, scored with one of them, man. Norway clearly the better side in terms of chances, man. This is Odegaard. Odegaard with a shot! Saved again by Pickford. Trying to catch him at the near post. It's already three shots on target for Norway, man, in the space of 7 to 8 minutes, man. Hey, clearly that hydration break was a boost for this Norwegian team, man. Came out the way better side. Clearly, the just small periods, moments in the game of attack. Clearly, already created the goal rather, and already created several chances, man. England with all their possession, nothing to show for it. Honestly, nothing. Apart from that Harry Kane free kick, and that's why I said for England. I even said it, I think, in their game against Croatia and also DR Congo, that England honestly struggle because they do not have a traditional number 10. Somebody like an Odegaard who can actually create things in midfield. They don't have that at all. Because of course they left them at home. They left Foden at home. They left Gibbs White at home, and also Cole Palmer. So of course they're not gonna have any kind of joy through the middle. That's what I'm saying. The biggest joy is gonna come down the wing, because that is where their creative threat is. Haaland trying to take on Stones, forces him into a mistake. It's funny that Stones did not even in any way play enough games for Man City, but somehow he was called up. That's why also Thomas Tuchel put himself under a lot of pressure before the World Cup because of his squad selection. Of course, leaving all. In fact, if you look at the players that were left behind, it's quite a number. Such a huge number were left behind. So clearly, he has a lot to prove at this World Cup. How to justify that he didn't bring the likes of Cole Palmer, Phil Foden, Gibbs White, also Harry Maguire, Trent Alexander-Arnold. So somebody said didn't bring. Also, yeah, Gibbs White. Yeah, guys who actually had wonderful seasons, man. And for, of course, Cole Palmer and Foden, they didn't have the best of seasons, but at least you just bring them and have them as an option, because at times the game might actually get away from you. You might just have to. You'll be forced to be heavily reliant on your wingers, man. But I think maybe going forward, and I think, okay, the thing that honestly struggle with England is that they are forced to play Bellingham in most games. Yes, he's a good box crusher, but other than that, he's not going to do anything. He's not going to create for them. That's why I said the only way that England are going to win most games is down the wing. Their most, they're actually their best route to goal is going to be through the wing. Of course, relying on those 1v1 matchups out there. But of course, for you to create those 1v1s, you have to ensure that your winger is supported. But unfortunately, nowadays, like I said, many teams just like to invert their fullbacks. So you might actually see that their wingers are isolated out there, coming up against, of course, the opposing winger and the right back. Solo, this is Odegaard. Look at the space. It's 2 versus 1. Solo, give it to Haaland. Solo, Solo, come on. Solo, wasted. Ah, come on. Solos, man. Anyway, like I've kept on saying in many games at this World Cup, keep missing chances like that. Keep getting gifts like that, and then you just pass them over. Say, I don't need a gift, man. I'm okay. Okay. Just give away the gifts. Trust me. You might be out of this World Cup. You expect to have more chances like that? Come on, Solot. Madueke on the far side. Madueke into the box. It's cleared by Hegem. It's out for a corner. Come on, Solot. Solot, man. You'd have given it to Haaland. Actually, If you have played in Haaland, you'd have even had a better opportunity of even receiving the ball from Haaland. Because, of course, Haaland would have taken it to his left foot and, of course, taken the defender away from goal and then, of course, delivered it into the box. And Solos would have been by himself. Sometimes that is how you have to think, man. Play to the guy who's available, and of course, you create a 1v1. He takes it away from goal, takes the defender also away from goal, delivers it into the box for you with the goalkeeper, and there you go. You get your first goal in this game. Then that's a big chance by Solo that has not been taken at all. It's a seriously big chance that has not been taken at all. Declan Rice clearly an offside position. Declan Rice, man. Come on, bro. Let's have a look at that replay of that chance, eh? That's Solo's chance. Yeah, clearly Declan Rice was in an offside position, man. Oh, yeah, true. Clearly. Yeah. I think that is what VAR saw, eh? That Patrick Bag managed to win the ball off Kane. Of course, he managed to top hook it. That is why the goal stands. That is why the goal was given. Yes, Kane, even if you keep protesting to the referee, it's not gonna happen, man. Anyway, we're gonna have 4 minutes of added time. In behind for Gordon. Gordon happy to concede. It's not a corner. It's actually a goal kick. Wow. This Gordon fella, man. England, man. Wow. England, England, England. Bellingham has had a chance or what? He scored or what? Bellingham into the box. Goal! 1-1. Parity is restored for England, man. Maybe that is why Bellingham is in the team, man. That is why Bellingham is in the team. That's his fifth goal, man. Hey, clearly clearly playing like that second striker, man. Second, actually, his fifth goal at this World Cup. Got one against Croatia. I think he also got one against, was it Panama? No, Panama against Panama. It's Nani who scored. What's the name of this guy? Kane. But I think he got a goal again. He got a brace against Mexico, so that's 3, then 4 here. Oh, he also got one against DR Congo. Did he? Let me check. Let me check. How many goals is Bellingham on, man? Clearly, Bellingham. That goal came at the right time for England, man. They needed that. Honestly, they needed that. They needed that. They did, in fact, need that, because of course, if they actually would have gone into to the break, still 1-0 behind, becomes way harder for them to actually turn around this game. But of course, them getting back to this game, getting the equalizer, has actually saved them their blushes, man. Just to be the final attack of this game. And maybe that is why Bellingham is in the team, huh? But I do think against a way better opposition, huh? Not really gonna have that much space. This is Kane! Goal! Offside! Kane, man! Okay, let's see. Have a look at the replay. It's offside. Offside, man. A nice pass from Bellingham, man. Yeah, clearly Bellingham playing that role very well, man. England almost turn it over, man. Turn it around, rather. Well, of course, referee blows for halftime. Referee blows for halftime. So it's 1-1, man. At least it's been a much better game after the hydration break. Yeah, Norway came in, actually started creating the chances. See, now I take it back to what I said earlier. Look at what Soloth did. I'm sure you guys saw that Soloth chance. The one where it was a 2v1. Rather than actually square it to Haaland and actually go 2 goals up. Immediately on the other side, England go on the counter. Not really the counter, on the attack. Bellingham gets the ball and, of course, scores for England. See, like I've kept on saying, you don't take your chances, you are punished immediately. Football is that cruel, man. So imagine if actually Soloth would have played in Haaland, Haaland just buries that chance, or even Soloth himself scores. It would have been a very, very different game right now. So rather than Norway going into the break leading 2-0, actually go in level. See, fine margins, man. Fine margins. Fine margins. Yeah. Honestly, clearly, been wasted, man. Man. Honestly, I feel for them. I honestly feel for Norway. For this game would have been out of sight at this hour. But now, unfortunately, England still have a chance, of course, getting that equalizer. Oh no. So a lot. So sometimes I've kept on saying, man, decision making. Decision making, man. Decision making, guys, very, very important. I don't know why people do not honestly value decision making at this in this game, man. Because clearly, if Soloth would have just done something different in that progression of play, trust me, this game would have been out of sight, completely out of sight for Norway. And trust me, if they had actually gone 2 goals up, I think it would have been game over for England. Yeah, so guys, I'm sorry I've had to redo the poll. So make sure at least now you're getting to vote in the poll. Yes, just have to take down the initial poll and at least do another one. Yeah, so of course, make sure you do vote in the poll, man. Whether you fancy England, whether you fancy Norway, make sure you do drop your poll. Make other cast your votes in the chat section. They say Jude Bellingham, one of the best players England have ever produced. Oh wow, interesting. One of the best players. One of the best players. Okay, it's interesting. If he's one of the best players that they've ever produced, and clearly, I question their quality, man. But you can't tell me it's one of the best players they've ever produced. He's not won anything, man. He's not won anything. Not won anything for his country, man. But anyway, for England, unfortunately, yep, he had to win anything with this golden generation, man. You see, there are certain games that actually do favor um Jude Bellingham, eh? Of course, teams that actually play football, you might actually find it hard to actually get involved in the game. But of course, if um if teams begin to sit further back and just soak up pressure, then I think that's the kind of game that might favor him because at least he's gonna be not really be available, but he's gonna be, of course, making those runs into the box as he did Because of course Norway are clearly just sitting back. But at least it was also quick thinking from Anthony Gordon. But anyway, at least the beauty with Bellingham, at least he's been able to actually take the pressure off Harry Kane, because Harry Kane was the one who was actually being relied upon to create the goals and also to score them as well. But of course, if Jude Bellingham is out there, he's the one who's also scoring some of the goals, then at least Harry Kane doesn't really feel the pressure to contribute on his own. Yeah, I think that has to be. Is that Bellingham's fifth goal at this World Cup? Let me just check. Yeah. Yeah, he's on 5 goals. Yeah, he's on 5 goals. Yeah, confirmed. So he's level with Osman Dembele. And of course, Harry Kane on 6, Haaland on 7. Yeah. Oh, Harry Kane is on 6. He's not on 7. Yeah, Harry Kane is on 6 World Cup goals. Anyway, we're going to see how, of course, the second half is going to unfold. But game is still much in the balance. I do fancy, I still fancy England, man. But if no, would have actually taken that sort of chance, honestly, just me, should have been a different story, man. I think England would have been heading home. But now, unfortunately, it's a different case, man. That's why sometimes you just need your strikers or your teammates to make the right decision and, of course, play those balls in behind. Because clearly it was a serious issue. Not all that it has created a lot of problems for Norway. Serious problem. Because honestly, they would have gone to that second half, or into that halftime break, leading 2-0. And of course, if you are leading 2-0 at a World Cup quarterfinal, you bottling it becomes very difficult, especially now if you have the likes of Odegaard and Haaland out there. Just tell them to actually stay up front, and of course, because you yes, you can soak up the pressure, but at the same time, you can also relieve a little bit of pressure by now having somebody like Haaland actually stay up front, because you know that the team is gonna fail to commit a lot of bodies forward, because they know that still have a threat of Haaland running in behind, because also for a big man he's very fast. Anyway, maybe you can have a look at those halftime stats. Let's have a look at those halftime stats. Maybe just to get to dissect a few things. But I can pretty much say that Australia will be a balanced game, but of course the hydration break clearly helped out Norway. Norway were helped out by the hydration break, because more or less looked like they were being suffocated out there. Can clearly see here, man. Look at this match momentum. Up until the hydration break, it was all England. Around the 23rd minute, it was all England. Then, of course, Norway began to get a bit more into the game, and of course, Alan with the first chance, first shot on target, that was easily saved by Pickford. And then, of course, from the second chance that they created, Shelder up just delivering across into the box. Of course, evaded everybody and went in the back of the net. Actually, went beyond Pickford as well. Then, of course, Odegaard with another shot, and also another big chance for Soloth, where he should have played in Haaland, but they didn't. But unfortunately, England were able to restore parity and, of course, get their equalizer almost at the stroke of halftime, courtesy of Jude Bellingham. So, as far as the stats are concerned, can clearly see 32% possession for Norway, 68 for England, 0.34 xG, 0.22 total shots, 5, 4 shots on target for Norway is 3, and of course for England it's 2. Touches in opposition box, 10 for England, 7 for Norway. Surprised that with all the position that England have had, they've only had 10 touches rather in the opposition box. And see, that's why I kept on telling you guys, like, they're heavily reliant on their wingers. So it's forcing them just to go out wide. And of course, they have to rely on Madueke or Gordon to beat their man in 1v1 matchups. And sometimes if you do that, your opponent is just gonna double up on that particular winger. Because honestly, I don't also trust. I don't really trust the likes of Gordon and Madueke to get past their man easily. Because those two are just good whenever now they are running in behind. They're not really good dribblers. No. Yeah. So anyway, big chances. One for England. I think that the Bellingham chance was a big chance. I'm surprised that the solo chance was not a big chance. Because clearly running in behind. I thought that maybe that would have registered as a big chance. But now you can clearly see passes for Norway 146, 337 for England. So anyway, can't really say the game is still in the balance. In terms of chances, of course, it's still in the balance. Uh-huh. But in terms of possession, you can clearly see England shading it. But of course, in terms of chances created, Norway have created the better chances. But anyway, we're going to see how the second half is going to unfold. Honestly, if I'm to look at both lineups and what can happen in the second half, honestly, I'd take off Madueke, bring on Saka, and also take off Konsa, or maybe I take off Stones, switch Konsa to the middle. Then, of course, I take off Stones, bring on Spence. Don't even bring on Reece, bring on Spence. Then Gordon, okay, Gordon is doing fine as well. But I think England need to go for it now. England need to go for it now. It's unfortunate at Oli Watkins and Ivan Antonio are brought into this tournament. Have they even played any minutes? Yeah. Watkins only played 6 minutes against Panama. I think Ivan Antonio is the one who hasn't played for the strikers. Can clearly see Ivan Antonio, no appearance at this World Cup, man. He was just a passenger, man. Berichi Eze, I think, has played a couple of minutes. Dan Ban played in the last game against Mexico when England were reduced to 10 men. So, honestly, for England, I'd actually bring on Saka or Madueke and just change things up, and also maybe bring somebody like a Spence and take off Stones and just switch Konsa to the center of defense. For Norway, who can they bring on? I think, honestly, I'd take off Solot. I'd take off Solot, bring on Nusa. Allow Nusa and Shelderap to actually interchange and actually swap positions. Maybe you can play Nusa on this side, Shelderap on this far side, because that chance for Solot, honestly, if maybe it fell to a winger would have actually done something different, man, with that chance. And actually played Haaland in behind. Who else can they bring on? Oscar Bob, maybe at some point is gonna come on. So I do expect Oscar Bob and Nusa to come on at some point. But anyway, let's see what both managers are gonna do for the second half. Of course, still have a bit of time to go. Still have an entire second half to go. So I can't really expect the managers to throw in the kitchen sink right now. But if England were losing 2-0, I do think that Tuchel would have thrown in the kitchen sink, just thrown Saka into that team, and of course take off Madueke. But if no we're able to score a second goal, then I think that the changes are gonna come. But I do think that England might get a second goal. I do fancy England to get a second goal in this game. Yeah, to get the second goal ahead of Norway. Because I think Norway are just gonna repeat how the game had progressed in the first period before the hydration break, where they're just happy to sit back. Yeah. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Thomas Tuchel has gone for it, man. Like, wow. Rice and Madueke are coming off. Saka and Eze coming on. Wow. It's clearly gone for it, eh? It's actually good, man. Which is actually good, man. That's good. I like that. That's a very positive change, man. That means, oh wow. But honestly, I don't understand why Declan Rice was taken off. Eh? Is he still nursing that flu, or is he still injured? Maybe. That means Bellingham is gonna play through the middle. Oh, wow. I want to see how this is gonna shape out for England. Eh? Anyway, we are underway for the second half. Honestly, want to see how this second half is gonna shape up for England, especially with now Bellingham not dropping back into midfield alongside Elliot Anderson. Eh? There's a bit of controversy in that England goal. Eh? The Norwegian players were appealing that when the keeper actually kicked the ball, it struck the cable. And of course, the rule does in the fact say that if the ball was to strike uh, any object, then it's gonna be a drop ball. I don't know why that was not the case, but of course, if Norway were to go on to lose this game, of course, that will be a bit of controversy, man. Maybe the officials never spotted it. Anthony Gordon, Kane tumbles. Oh my God. Free kick is a dangerous situation for Norway, man. It's actually a good opportunity for England, man. Ay, 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 ay. And Rice has been taken off. It's actually been good territory for Declan Rice, from this free kick. Oh, man. This might actually be a second goal. Honestly, if England work this well and take this well, this is a second goal. Has a goal written all over this, man. It seems that Declan Rice was still nursing don't say the injury, but yeah, he was not really okay. Declan Rice. Why has Kane walked away? AJ is gonna take it. Okay, Kane is still there. Okay. Honestly, if Declan Rice still had this, or was still in the pitch, he would have actually taken this. Let's see what Kane can do. But more or less looks like it's Eze who's gonna take it. Kane has left it for Eze. Let's see what Eze can do. Eze, first goal at the World Cup. Let's see. Come on. You can actually, this is actually a good situation, man. Eze hits Gordon, man. Man, come on. Should have left it for Harry Kane, honestly. Look at Gordon, man. You are there in the wall so that when the ball is hit, you just duck and actually lie down like this. Or you choose to get out of the way. But unfortunately for him, he's just standing, and then now when the ball is coming towards him, he's just standing like this. So I think that's an opportunity missed by England, man. It's picked up by Haaland. Haaland fighting for the ball with Elliot Anderson. And these two are gonna be teammates. So wow. These two are already teammates at Man City. But of course, they are fighting here on the pitch, man. Of course, that shows you that whenever it comes to international games, no love lost, man. Whenever we're on opposite sides of the divide, my friend, we are not friends. We are rivals, man. But you can always be friends after. Ah, I'm still thinking about that opportunity for England. That free kick, man. I don't know why Kane didn't take it. I think that was a chance missed by England, man. Honestly, Eze, no, should have given it to Eze, man. This is home green. Sorry, this is Wolfie, rather. This is Wolfie. Wolfie, did he keep the ball in play? No, he didn't. So it's out for a throw in. Anyway, let's see what Saka and Co can do in this second half. Don't know whether Saka is fit enough to. Not really fit, but I don't know whether he's really much fit, whether has that much sharpness. But honestly, I don't know why Bellingham has been switched to the middle of the park because clearly, is there anybody else? So we can bring like a Kobe mine. Nice pass, but it's overhit. Haaland is not going to get to it. So I think England's midfield is now going to be wide open through the middle because Bellingham, of course, is going to venture forward. He's going to leave Elliot Anderson by himself, isolated out there. But maybe I don't understand maybe why Kobe Mino was not brought on. Because I remember when I was watching the England game against Japan, the international friendly, Declan Rice was unavailable. So England were forced to play with Kobe Mino and Elliot Anderson. And they are completely overrun through the middle, man, by that Japanese team. So maybe I do understand why Thomas Tuchel did not bring on Kobe Mino because he knows, you know what? I've actually seen this before. And I know Patrick Berger and Sunday Badge are very good players out there, man. Nice pass into Haaland. Is Patrick Berg. Is possessed by Eze. Eze coming forward. This is Saka. Thank you, Saka. Saka 1-on-1 versus Wolfie. Saka. It's blocked. Yeah, I like Saka. Saka is a good player. It's just that this particular season has been a bit up and down for him because of the injuries, man. He's Hegem. He's Wolfie. He's Sunday Badge. Sunday Badge coming forward. You see what I kept on telling you? That midfield is wide open, man. Solot on the far side. Solot looking for Harry Kane, but it was actually a missed hit. What? Awkward ball, man. Pickford was forced to punch it just slightly over the bar because actually it was drifting in. See what I kept on saying? Yes, that England midfield is not going to be wide open because Bellingham is going to be venturing forward. Of course, Elliot Anderson is going to be by himself. He's going to have a lot of grass to cover. So that's why I'm like, I don't think that was the best change for Thomas Tuchel, but I don't know. Maybe it might work out eventually. But I think Norway need to take advantage, and especially Patrick Berg and Sunday Barge in there. They need to take advantage of those spaces in there before actually England notice the problem. Odegaard into the box, it's cleared by Harry Kane. As far as Ryerson is able to recycle the ball, delivers the cross into the box. Haaland with the header, punched away by Pickford. It's out for another corner. That's a second shot on target for Haaland, man. Don't know why Pickford for how to dive like that. Clearly, it's funny that Pickford is the one who's been kept a lot busier of the two goalkeepers, because Nyland has just out to pick the ball from the back of the net. Other than that, he hasn't really done anything else. Hasn't been tested. Of course, I don't know why is Elliot Anderson marking Haaland, honestly. These two are teammates, man, at Man City now. But over here, man, it's a serious war, man. Just keep shoving each other, man. He's corner into the box. Evades everybody. Was actually touched by somebody from England in there. It's out for another corner on the far side. Yeah. Oh, actually, it's Stones. Stones with the flick. Yeah, so I don't think VR are gonna disallow that corner. Yeah, it actually touched John Stones. Anyway, another chance for Odegaard on the far side. Let's see what Haaland and Co can do from this corner. And it seems like this Norwegian team has some giants in there, man. Still, Elliot Anderson marking Haaland. Let's see. Corner from Odegaard into the box. Oh, evade solos. Oh, it's a goal! Hey, game at the far post with the goal, with the tap in. 2-1 Norway. Yeah, these corners were a problem for England. They were a problem for England. They just could not clear them, man. Norway kept the pressure, and just like that, Hegem has gotten his first goal at this FIFA World Cup. 2-1. 2-1, man. Is there an offside in there? Let's see. You have to look at if there's an offside in there, man. Okay, Hegem is here on side. Okay, he's on side. Okay, but I do understand why England players are appealing, because clearly Haaland shoved Elliot Anderson out of the way. So I don't know whether that's gonna be brought back. Honestly, they have to review that goal. Of course, we're going to the monitor, man. Yeah, so I think this goal is gonna be chalked off. This goal is gonna be chalked off. This goal is gonna be chalked off. Yeah, because Haaland clearly pushed Elliot Anderson. Yeah, and of course, did he's the one who got a flick, or was it Soloth? That's a foul. That's a foul. That's a foul. It's a clear push. Goal is disallowed. It's gonna be disallowed. Hey, England caught life, man. After review. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. So it's not really a foul, but the corner is retaken because he actually pushed him before the corner was taken. Yeah, he actually pushed him. Actually, that's good officiating, man. He Haaland pushed Anderson before the corner was taken, so of course the referee is gonna allow them to retake the corner. Yeah, so that's fair. That's actually fair. That's actually fair. So rather than actually give the free kick to England, he's allowed the corner to be retaken, which is good. It's good officiating. Yeah, because the foul was committed before the ball was actually in play. If the ball was already in play, then it would have been a foul. Anyway, that's good officiating, man. Anyway, let's see what Norway are gonna do. Second bite at the cherry, man. Haaland, come on, stop pushing and shoving people in the box, man. It's another big chance that you guys have let go because of your pushing and shoving. Come on, just stop it, man. Just attack the ball nicely. Anyway, Odegaard is gonna take the corner. Let's see what he's gonna do from here. Odegaard with the corner. Odegaard into the box. Header from Haaland. Evades everybody. Picked up by Bellingham on the far side. The ball was off Bellingham last. That's gonna be a throw-in. Nice tackle by Schneiderap. Schilderup rather. Ryerson, I don't know what's going on, man. Is he okay? He's down, man. Who are they gonna bring on? Seems like Ryerson is down, eh? Hope he's gonna be okay. But if not, just have to take him off, man. Yeah, he also lasted 63 minutes against Brazil. So Frederick is gonna come on to replace him, and I don't think he's gonna be able to continue. So Ryerson is gonna be taken off. Ryerson is gonna be taken off to be replaced by Frederick Aunes. Aunes. I'll just call him Frederick, man. That second name, I don't know how to pronounce it, so let me not butcher someone's name, man. So Frederick is gonna play left at right back as he did against Brazil. Let's hope that he's gonna not gonna get troubled by Anthony Gordon on that far side. Patrick Bag easily clears the ball. Gordon is Bellingham, poor fast touch. Is Odegaard into looking for Solo? Don't foul him, Solo. Now with Harry Kane, is Gordon on the far? Don't foul him, Thank you. Gay clears the ball, looking for Bellingham. England unable to try to play out from the back, but all passing lanes had been blocked. That's why I'm like, I think they need to honestly Anderson, huh? I think he's gonna be isolated out there, man. Honestly, this midfield three of Odegaard, Patrick Bag, Sunday Badge is gonna be a problem for England, man, because the game is gonna tend to become a little bit more stretched. Then, of course, Anderson is gonna be left with a lot of grass to cover because Bellingham is playing right next to him. Bellingham is not really known for his defensive work; just likes to venture forward. In fact, that's what I'm saying. You honestly can't really know what is Bellingham's best position. I think he's more of a box crasher. He's not really a central midfielder. Just call him a box crasher, man. He's Odegaard. He's Sunday Barge. He's Frederick. England with only one shot on goal. Man, come on. They need to up that tally, eh? Yeah, they haven't tested this Nyland at all. That's why I said Pickford has been the busier of the two keepers, man. Nyland, the only thing he has had to do is pick the ball from the back of his net. So I haven't seen him make any saves. Anyway, now the turn for England just to sit back and soak up a bit of pressure, just allow Norway to keep the ball, dictate a little bit of play, but the tempo is very, very low, man. Nyland, this Ager, this Frederick. Frederick down the line into Solot. Solot is Odegaard. Odegaard, nice pass. Into Shedeler. This is Frederick on the far side. I think England might need to change this tactic, honestly. It's just that Norway were a little bit slow on the attack, but I honestly would have you taken advantage of that. Frederick is Odegaard, Soloth, back with Odegaard. Come on. Soloth sneaks in behind, keeps it in play, but he didn't keep it in play, man. He waited for too long, man. Hmm. I think Norway need to take advantage of that imbalance in midfield for England. Honestly, they need to take advantage because Eze and Bellingham are not really known for their defensive work. So they like to affect play up front. So that's why you see a very, very huge gaping hole between whenever someone like Elliot Anderson has the ball, because Bellingham clearly is just Bellingham is wants to venture forward and vacate that central area. So if they just find a way, if Norway just find a way of capitalizing on that, trust me, they might even win this game. Because for England, they might have to now change things up and actually bring somebody on just to deal with that problem. Gordon is gonna get to it. Nope, he's not. I think also they need to take off Gordon. Need to take off Gordon now. Either bring Rashford or Rogers. Got the players out there. Fabregas, Cafu, Kaka, Del Piero, Ronaldo. The real Ronaldo, not this Cristiano fella. Because Ronaldo, the real one, the CR, not CR9, but CR, not CR9, but R9. It's called R9. Yes, that's the original Ronaldo. It's like that second half alteration for England hasn't really worked. Because Saka, man, Saka hasn't really been involved in any kind of play. Is Gordon coming forward? Gordon into the box. Kane! Just a little bit too slow to react. It's cleared. Haaland chasing it down. Big Four deals with it. Anderson. I think if Norway were a little bit more confident and actually even confident, but a little bit more brave. Trust me, they might take this game to England easily. They can. And trust me, because of that imbalance, I keep talking about because of that imbalance in midfield, might actually be a good thing for them. Because they have Patrick Berger and Sunday Badge out there. Might actually be a good thing. At least Nusa is coming on. Honestly, thank you. Take off Soloth, please. Take off Soloth. Take off Soloth because now you need the runners in behind. Take off Soloth, man. Honestly. Hope we take off Soloth, huh? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nusa is coming on for Soloth. Yeah, clearly the guy who wasted the opportunity in the first half should have played in Haaland. Don't know why he didn't do that. But of course, the hydration break, all the changes being made. So at least the referee has thought, you know what, it's best just to have the hydration break now. Yeah, yeah. And as far as that first period of the second half has gone, can't really say that there has been much. Can't really say that it's been end to end. But I think still leaves a lot to be desired. I think Oscar Bob has also come on. Have they taken off Shellerop as well? Let me see. think Norway have made two changes. So Oscar Bob has also come on to replace Shelder, the goal scorer. So Oscar Bob has also come on. Yeah. So Oscar Bob is gonna play on the left. So Bob coming on to replace Solot. So actually, this might actually work out better for Norway. Honestly, I do think this might actually be a good change for Norway because like I'll keep referring to it, that imbalance in midfield. If Norway just find a way of actually offsetting that imbalance and just capitalize on any counter attack that they get, especially now when these guys want to venture forward, especially Bellingham. Because I assure you, Bellingham is going to venture forward. He's going to vacate the midfield. And of course, Anderson, other Elliot Anderson is the one who's been left out there isolated. Of course, forced to defend against Odegaard, Sunday Bag, and of course, Patrick Bag. It's James. Okay, can clearly see now. He's been able to identify the problem. Yeah? So this James is coming on for Anthony Gordon. So that means James is gonna play in midfield. So I think Eze is now gonna play on the left. Eze is going to play on the left. Yeah, so at least unfortunately no unable to capitalize. Because honestly it was on for them to actually capitalize on that imbalance in midfield, but it seems Thomas Tuchel was able to identify it, unable to rectify. So that means Eze is gonna play on the left. So Eze is gonna play on the left. James is gonna play through the middle, especially with Elliot Anderson. Anyway, so at least yeah, James can play that position quite well. So at least the balance has been restored. So at least Bellingham can now venture forward at will. No longer has to be relied upon to do some defensive work. Because honestly, he's more of a passenger in while they're defending, because can't really expect him to do much out there. Anyway, let's see how it's gonna turn. Let's see how now those tactical changes are gonna affect both sides. Let's see whether Nusa and Bob are gonna get on the ball enough for Norway for them to pose a chance. Maybe get a probable match winner for the Norwegian side. Because I think if Norway just become actually not even braver, just become brave and just take the game to England. Trust me, they have the personnel out there. Iniboba, Nusa out to hide. They have the personnel, man. Given away by Nyland, Saka was unable to control it. It's back with Nyland. Forced to go long. I'm sure he's looking for Oscar Bob. Led back by O'Reilly. It's now with Eze. Man. Is Bakayo Saka with two for comfort. This is Reece James. Is James into the box. It's behind Kane. Haaland battling with Gay. Odegaard able to play in Frederick. Frederick on the counter for Norway. Come on. This is Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob, man. Can you decide what you're doing, man? Make up your mind. Another big chance missed by Norway. Yeah, man. Decision making, bro. Either decide, either you're working that ball onto your left foot or right foot. Don't just be running down a blind alley, honestly don't haven't decided what you're gonna do. Come on, Oscar Bob. You need to use this. Honestly, you need to use this, man. Don't just run down a blind alley, man. What are you gonna do? Of course, now when you're going at O'Reilly, what do you intend to do? Got clipped into the box by Nusa. It's now with Oscar Bob again. Oscar Bob. This is Haaland. Haaland into the box. Looking for Patrick Bag. Headed away by Konsa. This is Nusa. Nusa with Odegaard. Nusa. Nusa into the box. The heck is he doing, man? Nusa, well defended by Saka. Actually, Konsa. It's out for a corner to Norway. You see? I told you, if Norway just become brave in this game, they can actually take the game to these guys, man. Because they clearly have Oscar Bob and Nusa out there, players who actually want to get off the ball and take on their man. So they should look for ways of capitalizing on that, man. Thomas Tuchel looks very mad and angry out there. I don't know why. I think maybe because he fears these corners from nowhere. He knows that these guys are a serious threat. Anyway, let's see. It's corner to be taken by Sunday Baj. Haaland now being marked by Elliot Anderson. Wow. Elliot Anderson is following him everywhere, man. Like his tail. Anyway, let's see the corner. Into the box, patched away by Pickford. Fredrickson. Header! Hits the post! Oh! Konsa! I was able to clear it. Ah, yeah, yeah. Oh, man. Eish. Penalty shot for Norway, man. What really happened in there? Punched away by Pickford. Fredrickson recycles it. Aja hits the post. Okay, was he pushed? Okay, let's have a look. Was Hegem pushed? Was he actually pushed? Hey. Okay. We're not really gonna review it, eh? You see what happens now when Norway take the game to England? They're actually a better team. They actually look more threatening. Those corners for Norway, they clearly have a serious threat out there. And I thought that England are actually a team that has a proper threat from these corners, but unfortunately, it hasn't really been the case for them, man. I expected Norway to be. I didn't think that Norway really carried that threat, especially from corners, man. I knew England has been the team that has actually been very, very threatening from corners, man. But anyway, you'd argue that there might have been a penalty shout in there, but I think it was a bit too soft. It was a bit too soft. Anyway, it's been circled by AZ. This is Rhys James. This is Stones. Saka. Saka cuts inside. Blocked by Nusa. Haaland clearly fighting it out there with Gay, man. It's clearly not giving him a moment of peace. Of course, they still do know each other from their days at Man City. In fact, they are teammates. Is this James? This is Saka. Saka. Cross it. Saka into the box. Ah! Jeez. You see what Saka can do, man? What a dangerous cross, man. Delightful cross into the box, man. Look at this kid, man. He's come to watch the game, but he's asleep. Are you serious, man? If you're asleep, go home, man. If you are asleep, go home. Ah, Anderson, unable to sneak in at the back post. Ah, nice header from Aya, man. Hit the crossbar, man. Haaland still fighting for the ball with Gay. Haaland able to win it back. This is Patrick Bag. Oh, yeah, Sunday Badge, rather. This is Odegaard. It seems like Norway have looks like they carry a way better threat than England, especially as far as this second half has gone. Because Kane hasn't really had any chances. Has Kane even had any chances? I don't think so. Has he had a shot? Nope. Is Odegaard coming forward? Odegaard lays it off to Frederick. Is Oscar Bob on the far side? This is Frederick. This is Sunday Barge. This is Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob into Odegaard. Odegaard, Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob. This is Patrick Bag. Odegaard, Oscar Bob. Okay. Play trying to break down that left side of England. But anyway, recycled by Frederick to Aya. Aya into Hegem. Yeah. Nusa trying to take on Stones. Nusa into the box. The back post easily cleared by O'Reilly. Was a good cross. Good cross. Have England been taken to extra time in this tournament? I don't think so. I don't think so. Is Baj. This is Hegem coming forward. No foul on him. Picked up by Nusa. Nusa referee tells him to get up, man. But anyway, for the officiating of this World Cup has been good because at least they have ensured that they actually see those potential fouls. Because we've been a different league, those have been potential fouls. Oscar Bob into the box. Headed away rather by Rhys James. Headed back. This is Patrick Bag. Is Odegaard. Picked up by Odegaard. Fredrickson tries to line up the cross. Didn't go for the cross. Aya. This is Odegaard again. Odegaard recycles it into Sunday Barge. Sunday Barge. This is Nusa. I think that this has to be Noah's best, don't say best threat, but best period in the game. This is the longest that I've had possession in England's half. Actually, in the final third. Of course, another corner for Norway to be taken by Patrick Bag. Let's see what he's gonna do. Let's see what Odegaard. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's trying to block off the path of Pickford. Anyway, let's see. Corner number 5 for Norway. I've been quite threatening from these corners into the box. It's cleared by Harry Kane. Recycled back to Bag. This is Odegaard, who's actually in the central area, man. Odegaard. Come on. Look for players, the D-top, man. Seriously. Going for the very difficult top. Sometimes you just need to recycle it, man. Just play it into somebody in the middle channel, man. Seriously. Saka contesting for the ball with Wolfie. Wolfie able to shield the ball away from Saka. Nice play. Picked up by Baj. It's Nyland. I think this is Norway's best period of the game, since it started. To be their best period, man. Kept the ball well. Odegaard into Frederick. Frederick plays it off. Either it's a corner. Yeah, thank you. Spence is about to come on. So take off. I'd honestly I'd take off Stones, leave Konsa out there. Konsa should go into central defense. Just allow Spence to bump forward, man. Because Spence is a good defender, man. I like him. He's not a bad defender at all. Haaland lays it off to Odegaard. No way trying to launch the counter. Nusa running in behind. There you go. Nusa versus Konsa. Is Nusa. Nusa with two. Nusa. Hey. Hey, nice tackle from other touch in there by Saka. Clearly saved that goal, man. Because if Nusa would have actually cut inside, that would have had free shot on goal, man. Odegaard. This is Nusa again. Nusa. The heck, man. Yeah, so the Argentine game versus Switzerland is going to be starting at 4 a.m. local time. Nusa the shot. Easy catch for Pickford. Anyway, this game might actually be going to extra time, eh? This game might actually be going into extra time. So still nothing to separate the two sides. Stones, Bellingham, Konsa. I can make the change, man. Yes, being on Spence, eh? To replace Stones. O'Reilly. Why? Oh, wow. Interesting. Didn't see that coming. Jed Spence of Tottenham Hotspur. So I think maybe he's just bringing the legs because he's realized that O'Reilly is used up a lot of energy today. Eh? Is John Stones. John Stones. This is Saka, Konsa, James, Bellingham, Stones. Stones looking for Eze on the far side. Eze able to bring it down. Nice pass by Eze into Elliot Anderson. This is now Rhys James. It's James. Stones. Stones. This is Saka. 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 Should have crossed it, man. Got three players in the box. Cross it. Saka trying to take on Wolfie. Saka able to get away from Wolfie to the box. It's cleared by Fredrickson. Nice play from Saka. Hey, nice play from Saka, man. Able to get away from Wolfie, man. And deliver a very wonderful cross the 6 yard box, but there's nobody at the back post to finish it. And Frederick just able to clear it, man. Is Konsa. Konsa versus Nusa. Konsa into the box. Trying to cross, rather blocked by Sunday Barge. It's out for a corner. Should have been a tapping for the Kane or Eze, man. But Frederick was able to just steal in at the back post and clear that ball. Clearly saved his team there. Because a goal for England right now would clearly kill off. No, I don't expect. Anyway, right now, if other team was to score, I don't expect the other to come back and actually equalize. Eh? I think he's not getting the territory where we're gonna be getting a match winner. Anyway, Eze with the corner for England. Eze into the box. It's cleared by Kane with a push. Ugh, Kane, man. And I understand him, man. He's clearly been frustrated out there, man. He's not even had any shot today. Yeah, because Kane's a player rating 5.4, man. No goals, no assists. Yeah, Konsa will be taken off to be replaced by Rogers. Oh, wow. Why? That means James is gonna. So we are back to that again, huh? That gaping hole in midfield, eh? So this James will go to right back. Rogers will play down the left. Eze will now play in midfield. Wow. Honestly. So I don't know why I take off Konsa, leave Stones, eh? Okay, this is gonna be 17 Rogers. Who's also been taken off? Is it Odegaard or who? Or so actually Wolfie. Oh yeah, Wolfie has been taken off to be replaced by Holmgreen. Oscar Bob, Fredrickson punched away by Pickford. Tried to be taken down by Oscar Bob, picked up by Spence. England, this is come on, Jude Bellingham. Can't expect Spence to get to that pass, man. He's not that fast, bro. He's not that fast. Oh my god, what a mistake at the back for Nyland, man. Jed Spence chasing it down. Almost forced an error for Nyland, man. Hey, Jed Spence. Really, Jed Spence is a good player, man. He's a good engine, man. Anyway, we're gonna have 7 minutes of added time. 7 minutes for anybody to find a winner in this game. Jed Spence, the header picked up by Haaland. Haaland. Jed Spence! Come on, Spence. Don't make the mistake back there, man. It's cleared by Rogers. Yeah. Foul on Eze. So it seems Eze is still gonna play. Actually, Rogers is the one playing through the middle. Oh wow, interesting. It's now back to Bellingham as the 10. I think Rogers is gonna play as the 8. Eze is still gonna play on the left. You know. Let's see. Maybe just have enough time for one more chance, eh? Kane going back, man. Picked up by Odegaard. Odegaard is able to recycle, picked up by Sunday Badge. Aya, Home Green. Actually, it's the other way around, man. Frederick to Nyland. What is Hegem doing, man? There's no foul. There's no foul in there. Thank you, referee. Thank you, referee and Rogers. Clearly, he's trying to look for it, man. There's no foul in there. Hey. What is he nursing? Is he nursing cramp or what? Looks like it's cramp. Anyway, just have one more opportunity for either side. Eh? I think that's gonna come down to that now. And see, because he's caused a stoppage, it might need to be taken off. Eh? Yeah, Hegem, I don't know what happened to him, man. Seems like he's suffering from some serious cramp. Yeah, seems like Hegem is gonna be okay. But of course, he's getting up because he doesn't want to go off. Because if does get treatment, the referee will force him to go off the pitch. So that is how the rules go nowadays, especially when it comes to FIFA, especially at this tournament. If you do receive treatment and actually cause a bit of stoppage, then you're gonna be taken off. And of course, you have to wait for a minute before you actually come back on the pitch. So no, we'll have to defend with 10 men, and without one of their central defenders out there. Eh, Wow. Yeah, if you are not okay, it's best to just get treatment, man. Anyway, let's see what England are gonna do. England, of course, are a man. What is the man? What? Or rather, Norway are a man short. England are a man up at the moment. I don't know whether they're gonna capitalize. Because a game has to wait, man, for a minimum of a minute until the 95th minute before it actually comes on. So Hegem is okay now. Referee, of course, is looking at the referees on. Why aren't you getting him back on? Header by Bellingham, it's just wide. Ugh. Harry Kane clearly are looking for every single thing, man. Honestly, Harry Kane, honestly. Think you're gonna get a penalty for that, honestly. And at least now Hegem is free to come back on the pitch. I think this game is gonna go into extra time. Unless there is somebody who's has a different script. Headed by John Stones, Fredrickson, fouled by, well, no, calling Fredrickson, it's Frederick. It's fouled by Eze. Gonna be a free kick. Yeah, I think this one is now going to extra time. This one is clearly going to extra time now. Unless there is a match winner. Hmm. Don't know what's wrong with Higem. I think he's gonna be. Don't know whether it's gonna be okay, but he seems like he's still struggling. But of course, you don't want to waste a sub. But at the same time, you also don't want to leave him in there. If Norway do make it to the semi-final, they are gonna need him. So I don't know whether if he continues playing, he's gonna aggravate the injury or what. But I think it was just cramp. James fighting for the ball with Nusa. Happy to consider throw-in. Picked up by Elliot Anderson. Elliot Anderson into Saka. Saka is out of play. Stand over. Excuse me. From Green into the box. Oh, not in, back into play. Yeah, 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 yeah. Referee has a serious decision to make here. Okay, there's nothing in it, man. Bellingham was not getting to that ball. It's accidental, man. Come on. Bellingham was not getting to that ball, man. This guy's clearly a passenger out there now. He's a game fella, man. He can't wait for the did the break or what. And I think this is gonna go all the way to 100 minutes, because a lot of time has been wasted on these stoppages. Yeah, clearly, there was nothing in it for Bellingham, man. There's no way he's gonna get to that pass. In your Nyland goes long, led by Spence. I think this one is going to extra time, man. This one is clearly going to extra time. It's going the distance to extra time, man. Unless Norway can do something from this last attack, gonna have maybe 2 more minutes. The referee was like, "No, what? It's okay. I'm just gonna blow the whistle." And of course, the game goes into extra time. So, end of regulation time. End of regulation time, guys. End of regulation time. game goes into extra time. These two teams could not be separated on the pitch. Of course, no goals in the second half. So, of course, we do go into extra time. So, of course, teams are going to recycle and, of course, get maybe their best, not really their best players, but actually bring on some fresh legs. Of course, I think both teams, Norway have got one more change, actually, two more changes to make, while England only have one. So, I think maybe you just keep it as it is right now, and maybe eventually you need to start thinking of penalties, because it might get there. We might go the distance, So maybe first period of extra time, I'd say maybe from England perspective, you can keep it as it is. Then of course, if there are still no goals, maybe I'd actually even bring on. I'd bring on because I only have one more change. I'd bring on Ivan Tony, maybe for somebody like Bellingham, because I do trust Ivan Tony to strike a ball nicely, especially from the penalty spot. Ivan Tony is gonna be better, especially if the game does go into penalties. Because right now that has to be a consideration because we might get another period of 30 minutes where these two teams cannot be separated, and of course the game needs to go into penalties. As for Norway, they can still make two changes. Aha, whom can they bring on? Mm-hmm. They just keep it as it is for them, But I think their wingers haven't really had a go at the England fullbacks. So I think maybe it's something that they can consider because at least Oscar Boba and Nusa are still a bit fresh because they actually came on in the second half around the 67th minute. So I think they still have a bit of energy. But I do expect Hagem to be taken off. Maybe just take him off, man. Just take him off. There's no need to play with a passenger out there because he might be forced to run in behind and, of course, be a covering defender. And you don't know what he's going to do. He might be forced to bring down his opponent and, of course, consider a penalty or even maybe pick up a red card. So, anyway, it's the end of regulation time. We're just about ready to start this first half of extra time. The first quarterfinal that is going to the first quarterfinal that is going to extra time. In fact, our last penalty shootout. When was our last penalty shootout? Was it? It was actually Switzerland versus not Switzerland. Colombia versus. Oh, sorry, Egypt versus Australia. Was there actually a penalty shootout in the other? Let me just check. Let me just to be sure. I don't know. Yeah, there are no penalty. There are the other the quarterfinals, man, on that first side. Round of 16, there was no penalty shootout. Actually, Switzerland, Colombia. Yeah, that was the game I was trying to remember. I remember there was a penalty shootout. Switzerland versus Colombia. Went the distance. So, anyway, Kane, Odegaard, of course, making their way back onto the on the center area, center circle rather. Of course, coin toss. This game clearly going the distance. You have said that we are not going to sleep. Whatever sleep that we had earlier was enough. So, of course, Hegem is not going to be taken off. Hegem, I think, is going to be taken off. Yeah, you need to take him off. Need to take him off, man. I think he's going to be replaced by, this looks like Leo. Man, these names, man. Ostigard. It's Ostigard. Man, like Ostigard, man. So, yep, Hegem has been taken off. Yeah, rightfully so, man. Can't have a passenger out there. So Ostigard is gonna play in the middle of that defense. So let's see how this first period of extra time is gonna unfold. Can we start making the brave calls now that this game are actually going to go to penalties? I don't know. Honestly, I do not know. But I do think that whoever scores first wins. I think the next goal in this game is the winner, because I don't think the other team is gonna have the, don't say the ability, but the what, the energy to actually get back and actually level it up in extra time. So I think the next goal wins this game. Either side. Anyway, England are gonna kick us off the first period of extra time. The first time that England have been taken to extra time since 2018. Yeah, I think in 2018 round of 16 game they actually went the distance against Colombia. Went all the way to penalties. Actually, no. They also went the distance against Croatia. Remember in the semi-final in 2018. 2018, eh? They went the distance against Croatia, but they lost the game in extra time. Mandzukic, the winner. But of course, they actually played a penalty shootout and actually won it against Colombia in the round of 16. And of course, I think they beat Sweden in the quarterfinal. But of course, in the semi-final, they lost to Croatia, who went on to lose the final against France. So, anyway, guys, begin to make your predictions. Begin to make your predictions. Do you fancy this game to go into penalties? Maybe do you fancy one team at least to actually get a goal and actually win it and actually avoid penalties? Oscar Bob, what the heck is he doing, man? You're trying to hug Eze. Isaka on the far side. Isaka, Saka, Chris James, the cross. Bellingham, poor touch. Nusa, picked up by Haaland. It's clearly Haaland, the central striker out there, isolated. Of course, he's gonna be the one to do their business, huh? They just leave it upfield so that they are not squeezed up by this England defense. It's gonna be a corner to England. It's gonna be a corner to England. And sometimes it works, because leaving a striker upfield, it's actually a good thing because it prevents you actually a team from being squeezed up, and actually now the centre backs coming all the way deep into your half. Because sometimes if you do allow the centre backs to actually come high, my friend, might actually be a pick for you because you might actually be squeezed up completely. Anyway, Saka with the corner for England. It is Saka. Saka into the box. Good cross. It's cleared by Aya. Back to Saka. Cross it. Cross it, Saka. Saka into the box. Back post. Kane. Saved by Nyland. Back to Saka. Recycled by Saka. Now Reece James. Idea noted, man. Saka. Saka into the box. Evades everybody, but Gay is able to recycle it. This is Eze. Eze. Come on, Eze. Rogers. Rogers with the shot. Saved. Goal! Jude Bellingham with the second goal. Mistake from the goalkeeper. Ah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've seen what Eze has done there, man. He clearly borrowed a leaf from the yesterday's game between Spain and Belgium. Yes, he knows this keeper is not very good. Unleashed a very venomous shot into the towards him. The keeper just parried the ball into the part of Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham rushing into the box as a secondary striker and just tapping that ball into the back of the net. Was it Eze or was it? So it was Rogers. Nice idea, Rogers, man. Yeah, sometimes you just need to actually buy a ticket for the lottery, man. Just need to buy a ticket. Just need to buy a ticket, man. Poor defending, man. Poor defending from Nyland. Just parried the ball back into the central area. And of course, Jude Bellingham was anticipating that the goalkeeper might actually make a mistake. Of course, sometimes that is what you do, man. Just need to feed off those craps, man. Hey, Bellingham, man. 6 goals, man. Wow. He's now level with Harry Kane. Level with Harry Kane, man. Ah, like I said earlier, whoever gets the next goal in this game wins. So I don't think no we're gonna come back into this. I think England, I think have done enough to win this game. Eh? Yeah, see, yeah, it's a sixth World Cup goal. Yes, you're right. He's now level with Harry Kane because Harry Kane is also on 6 World Cup goals. You see, sometimes that is what you just need to do. Just need to buy a ticket, man. Rogers, of course, taking the chance. Sometimes you just need to do that, man. Gamble, man. Gamble that the keeper might actually parry the ball, and then maybe you have like an on-rushing striker, Kane or Bellingham, just slot that ball past the goalkeeper, and that's what you need to do, man. Yeah, yeah. So clearly, Rogers saw what Spain did yesterday, and they were like, "No, what? We can also replicate the same, man." This is Nusa blocked by Bellingham. Bellingham won a hat trick. Might he actually get the hat trick? He might. He might get his hat trick, man. He might get his hat trick. This is Aya. This is Frederick. I think the game is gonna be over now, anyway. But of course, England do scoring early on. Means Norway still have a chance, but I don't think Norway are gonna really create those quality chances. Because England also very good defensively. They know how to keep the ball, man, and they also know how to set up shop. Odegaard taking too much time, man. So now you just have to come out and play. You can no longer play that slow tempo that they're actually utilizing earlier. No, they have to come out and play, man. I don't have a penalty shootout. I don't know why, but anyway, it's fine. So anyway, England win this game. Of course, they move on to the semi-final, where they await the winners of Argentina and Switzerland. The winner between those two. They are in the last quarter final. Ireland. Sometimes this is not where you do feel for Belgium and Norway. Belgium, of course, cost well, yeah. This guy cost them yesterday. Sonny Lammers, United goalkeeper. Maybe Courtois was there, it would have been a different prospect. And today it seems like Nalan may have costed his team a route actually in this quarter final. But anyway, it's fine. Sometimes it does happen. Maybe you need to learn from these situations, man, because you can't just hope that the keeper is gonna always keep bailing you out every now and then. Because funny enough, Nelan has not even been called upon to do anything in this game. Honestly, he's not. He's not done anything, man. Just had to pick the ball from the back of his net twice. Is Odegaard, is Aya, is Holmgreen, Nusa, Sonebaj. This is Ozil. Odegaard, man. Don't know what I'm thinking about Ozil. So now the counter attacks are gonna come for England now, yeah. This is now where maybe you bring on maybe a Rashford. This is now where you bring on a Rashford just to now pose that threat, especially on the counter. Was there another change for Norway or what? Oh yeah, I see the same guys, man. Yeah, Norway right now don't are not acting like a team that wants to get an equalize. Like I said, I think next goal wins. That's why I said at the beginning, at the extra time, whoever scores the next goal in this game, of course, wins it. Just Spence into the box. It's taken down. Penalty. There you go. There you go. There you go. Norway heading home now. Norway heading home. Penalty for England. Penalty for England. Because I don't know what the Norwegian players are appealing for, honestly. You know for a fact, if it goes on like that, it's gonna be a penalty. If you do trip your opponent in the box, you know what's gonna happen. Whenever he cut inside, you clearly you know what. You touch this guy, he immediately goes down. Then of course, no, 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 no. No, doesn't look like a penalty, man. Okay, come on. We need to get involved in that. Okay, didn't look like a penalty. It looks like he just threw himself down, man. I don't see the contact. I don't see the contact, man. Come on. Take it to VAR. Referee need to review this yourself. No, that should not be a penalty. Honestly, if I was the referee, I would not give that as a penalty. It's not a penalty. Spence just threw himself to the ground, man. He's clearly looking for the contact. I don't think Oscar Bob touched him. If they give this, oh my God. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Referee is going to review it. There's no contact on Spence. There's no contact at all on Spence. He just threw himself to the ground because Oscar Bob did not touch him. Yeah, no penalty. From this angle, it looked like a penalty because, of course, we've seen those type of penalties given many times before. It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. Not a penalty, man. It's not foul. It's not foul. I think the referee already made his decision. Come on, move away, Spence. Leave the referee to inform us what his decision is. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. See now why we need a VAR. Clearly, there's not a clear and obvious error, and there's not even an error in the first place from Bob. Because Spence just put his leg ahead of Bob, waiting for the contact. But Bob, since he noticed that Bob was not actually making the contact, then he just threw himself to the ground. The right call, 100% right call, man, right call, right call. But it's still not gonna matter for Norway because I don't think they're gonna do anything in this game. Do you see them actually getting back and equalizing? I don't think so. Anyway, guys, make sure that in fact liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you have not already done so. If you are watching this team for the very first time, they've not yet subscribed to the channel, please do me that awesome favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Yes, we're trying to get past the minimum threshold of 1,000 subs so that you can unlock memberships for the channel. So if you're out there and you're watching this stream and you've not yet subscribed, please do me that awesome favor. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already subscribed. Help us get past the minimum threshold of 1,000 subs. Yes, we can do it. We're just 9 subs away, guys. Just 9 subs, guys. 9 subs away. 9 subs away from the threshold of 1,000 subs. So, guys, please get in the watch the other not get in the comment section, but at least subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. And thank you so much for those that are taking time to be part of this watch along. As always, thank you so much. Nusa! It's blocked by Gay. Okay. Okay, looked like a good block by Gay on Nusa. Anyway, guys, before this corner is taken, if you are watching this and you haven't subscribed, please do me that awesome favor. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. Help us get past that minimum threshold of 1,000 subs so that we can unlock memberships of the channel. Just 9 of you guys, just 9 of you. If you just subscribe now, 9 of you guys, just 9 of you if you just subscribe now. Trust me, we are past that minimum threshold. And for those that have already subscribed, as always, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. God richly bless you guys. Thank you so much for the support. It's a corner to Norway Today about Patrick Berg into the box, cleared by Stones. As far as Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob back to his goalkeeper. Not his goalkeeper, but looks like is that Odegaard or who's that? Oh, that's Home Green. That's actually Home Green. Home Green is Patrick Berg on the far side. This is Frederick. Frederick. Frederick into Nusa. Why is Nusa on this side? Should be on the other side. Nusa, Odegaard, Odegaard, Odegaard. Is Frederick into the box. Easy catch for Pickford. Easiest of catches, man, for Jordan Pickford. Anyway, guys, if you are watching this team and you haven't subscribed, please do me that awesome favor. Subscribe to the channel and also make sure you turn on the notification bell so that you can be alerted whenever we do go live. And of course, also make sure you do like the video as well. So if you are watching this right now and you haven't subscribed, yes, we just need 9 of you guys to subscribe. Just 9 of you guys to subscribe. And of course, you're going to get past the minimum threshold of 1,000 subs. So if you haven't subscribed, please make sure, in fact, smash that subscribe button. This is Frederick, unable to get away from Spence. It's now with Elliot Anderson. Elliot Anderson is picked up by Gay. Gay into Spence. Gay is Elliot Anderson. Switch the flanks, man, to James. Nice. James on the far side is by himself. And you're going to have 3 minutes of added time, eh? 3 minutes of added time in this first period, eh? Spence. Spence coming forward into Eze. Eze looking for the run of Bellingham. It's cleared by Patrick Berg. I told you, this game was over as soon as England scored that second goal. Because honestly, no, you have not done anything whatsoever to actually merit, to actually prove to, not prove, but show us that they actually want to equalize and actually want to take this game into a penalty shootout. The way they are playing right now, it's like they're just waiting for that break. I don't know what they are waiting for, honestly. Like they think the break is gonna energize them or what? Odegaard with the pass, poor pass. Don't know why he wants to play by himself. This is Bellingham. This is Saka. Saka on the far side. Kill them off. Saka. 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 Bellingham. Over the bar. Man. No way, no way, no way. Holmgreen. One back by Saka. Saka is fouled by Holmgreen. It's going to be a free kick. Anyway, guys, before this first period of extra time ends, if you are watching this team and you haven't subscribed, do me that awesome favor. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Yes, help us at least get past the minimum threshold of 1,000 subs. There you go. Final. Yes, whistle is blown. Whistle is blown. So Bellingham, currently the match winner for England. Of course, popping up in the right areas at the right time, which is what he does. That is what Bellingham does. More or less, late runs into the box. Of course, able to feed off strikers and actually see whether he can actually get the goals. And he's actually gotten the goals today, man. Yes, so Messi and his compatriots go up against Switzerland, Granit Xhaka. Later on, game is gonna be starting at around 4 a.m. at about 1.5 hours time. So, of course, by then this game will be over. They already know who their potential opponents, actually who their opponents are gonna be. Yeah, but for England, of course, marching on to another semi-final, like they did in 2018. Of course, Thomas Tuchel clearly justifying his decisions out there to leave out, to leave the likes of Foden, Cole Palmer, and those big names for England at home. And in fact, if he doesn't get to the final, then at least he'll have done a very, very remarkable job because many people never gave him a chance at this World Cup because they said, no, what, since you have actually left out the likes of all those players who can actually form a very, very good seven-a-side team, then he didn't have a chance. Nobody had expected him to go this far. But if you had to ask me, I haven't really gotten a serious side to play against because against Croatia, Croatia are more or less very, very tired. So Croatia are no longer the team they were 7, 8 years ago. So England, Croatia didn't really give them a threat. Then of course Ghana, a very poor game. Ghana, a poor side. Then of course they played Panama, which they won also. But against Ghana, they actually drew. Why is Tom Larson coming on? Oh, wow. Haaland has been taken off. Wow. Wow. Haaland has been taken off. Didn't expect that, honestly. Wow. They actually need a goal and they take off Haaland. Anyway, maybe that's a good decision. But what happens if they equalize and then they go into penalties? They're actually going to need him to take one of the penalties. Anyway, but like I said earlier, I don't think England have really been tested. DR Congo, Mexico, can't really say that those have been very, very, very good sides. But of course, DR Congo also been a good team, man. But anyway, who knows, man? Maybe it's their year. It is their year. But I think they'll have a lot of work to do, especially if they do get to a semi-final against Argentina and a potential final against either France or Spain. I think it's gonna be France because don't expect Spain to actually defeat that French team. Huh? Anyway, second period of extra time has kicked off. Yeah, I think Norway, honestly, for these 15 minutes, they have to clearly go for it now. I don't know what they are doing. I don't know why they are playing as if they are leading like 2-0, man. Nobody might, in fact, if you are to actually look at this game right now, you might even think that Norway are the ones that are actually in the lead. England are the ones that are actually chasing the game. But it's not the case, man. Oscar Bob, nice pass into Baj. This is now Patrick Bag. Patrick Bag coming forward. Yeah, so Oscar Bob into Nusa, Nusa into the box, cleared by Stones. Come on, that was not even a foul, man. What was that, man? What was wrong with that? What was wrong with that? Honestly, what was that foul even given? Honestly, Bellingham was the one who kicked out, and then his foot actually caught the player. So how is that a foul? Yeah, but anyway, that's a very, very big decision from the manager to take off Erling Haaland, man. Take off Haaland, man. It's a very, very big decision. When you need a goal, you don't bring on Strand Larson. Come on, seriously. Maybe you take off another midfielder and bring on Stan Larson so maybe they can play. He can play next to Haaland, but you don't take off Haaland, man. Honestly, maybe that might be a blunder from the manager. I think maybe you would have given a bit of time, maybe around maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and maybe then make the decision around this time. Maybe see whether to can actually play Stan Larson with Haaland next to him. Get up. I like this officiating, but the officiating at this World Cup has been good because I think some of the decisions that have been made have clearly been spot on. Because yes, we've been used to Premier League, Champions League games. Whenever you see a player just nudged a little bit, they go to ground. If the referee has already blown for a foul. But at this World Cup, can clearly see something that actually be considered as fouls in other leagues have not been called because I don't know they're trying to make the game in other leagues they're trying to make the game so soft, man. Like it's not a contact sport. In the Sunday Barger rather coming forward is Oscar Bob. Honestly, these guys need to push the tempo. They need to push the tempo. How are they playing as if they've got this game won? Patrick Bang over the bar. Got a bit of space. Was there a touch in there from the goalkeeper? That's too high, man. Yeah, keeper didn't get a touch. Yeah, Patrick Bag, the venomous shot well over the bar. I think the Viking celebration is coming to an end, man. I don't think Norway are doing enough to actually merit a goal in this game, honestly. They're not troubling England at all. This is Nusa. It's now picked up by Kane. Kane coming forward, playing Saka. Thank you. Saka, Bakayo Saka, Bakayo Saka. Nice touch from Saka. Shot by Saka. Didn't catch it properly. Ah. Now it Spence. Shoot, Spence. Shoot. Shoot. Saved by Saka. Blocked again. Eish. You see? England are the ones creating the chances now. You might actually think they're the ones chasing the game, man. Holland, not Holland, but no, we are just, you know what? We are eventually gonna get a goal. How are you gonna get a goal if you're not creating chances? Look at England, man. They're the ones who will have a higher tempo out there. No, we are just passing the ball from side to side. It's like it's very, very slow pedestrian. They're like, no, what? I think we are gonna be good. You're gonna be good. You're heading out of the World Cup. You need to play. Saka's an offside position. Yeah, that bringing on Spence has actually been an inspired change for England, huh? Nyland, man. Then repeating his mistake I made at the second half, parring the ball into an attacking player, man. He's just lucky that it fell onto Saka's weaker foot. So Jude Bellingham is coming off to be replaced by Dan Ban. No hat trick for Jude Bellingham, man. And at least Jude Bellingham has been able to take the pressure off Kane. He's like, you know what? Yes, Kane, you might be the main man, but today don't really have to score the goals or have the chances. Today I've got you covered, man. I've got you covered, bro. Yep. Clearly see, Norway is still playing in that style of football where it's so slow. I don't know how they expect to actually get a goal in this game, honestly. How do they expect to get an equalizer, honestly? That's why I said whoever scored the next one, and as soon as England scored, I said, you know what? It's over. They know we are playing. Nah, nah, nah. Even them scoring right now would actually be against the run of play. Stan Larsson, led by James, Saka, further back, now picked up by Austin, or other Ostigard. Ostigard into his contracted Odegaard. Ostigard. This is Nusa losing out to Rhys James. Jude Bellingham looks gassed, man. Eish. Looks tired out there, man. Bug. Picked up by Odegaard. Odegaard. Sticker has actually gone upfield, man. That was the second striker. That's why I was like, no, what? I can actually play a centre back out there. Why not keep Haaland? Let him combine with Stan Larson. See, exactly. Decision making, guys. Decision making. Is Odegaard, is Frederick, is Nusa, Nusa, back to Sunday Badge. This is Odegaard, Odegaard. Where's Oscar Bob, man? Where's the guy on the far side? Odegaard into the box. Looking for Stan Larson, cleared away. It's now with Nusa. Nusa versus James. Nusa deflected. It's gonna be a corner. It's gonna be a corner. Norwegian corner. Yes. 7 minutes left for them to find an equalizer. I don't think they will. Because the way they are playing right now, you might even think that maybe they have this game won. There's no urgency, man, from these Norwegian players. Even look at Odegaard. He's just walking the corner flag, going to take the corner. And his team actually needs the goal. You see? No urgency. So you can't blame them if they don't win. Don't blame them at all. Odegaard into the box, cleared by Stones. Oscar Bob over the bar. No touch over the bar. So you can't blame Norway. Or rather, what I'm trying to say is it's actually a deflection. I said, don't say that you can't blame them, but of course, they'll have themselves to blame, eh? Because clearly, don't done anything whatsoever. England have only made it to 3 World Cup semi-finals in the past. Wow, I expected maybe to have more. Wow, I didn't know that. Anyway, this is gonna be their second semi-final in 8 years. We also go to the semi-final in 2018. Looking for Strand Larson. Strand Larson, the header down. Out for a goal kick. See, anyway, yes, yes. Noah's magical run coming to an end. It's gonna. I don't think. No, they're not scoring. Honestly, just need to look at how the game has gone. They're not gonna score. And even if they score, I do think even England are gonna beat them in penalties because clearly England have the penalty takers in there. Have James, Harry Kane, Saka, Rogers. Who else takes penalties, man? Not Rogers, actually Eze. Who else takes penalties? Uh-huh. You wouldn't trust this Norwegian team to take any penalties, man. But now they don't have Haaland, they are forced now to put this guy called Ostigard up front. And you see, I will always say this: putting a centre back as a striker when you're chasing the game, yes, to me, I think he always carries more negatives than positives because you might actually need him to, the chance might actually fall to him, and you might actually need him just to put the ball in the back of them. But because your central defender is not used to scoring, he might find it very hard to convert the chances. Anyway, Odegaard over the set piece, Odegaard into the box, punched away by Pickford. Why has it been stopped? Why has it been stopped, man? Pickford just ran into his own teammate. Why did he have to stop it? Pickford just ran into his own player. That's his problem. That's not the problem of Norway. Christopher yeah, picked up a yellow card, man. Come on, referee. Come on. Sir, please don't tell me it's should be a drop ball, eh? Man. Referee, man. Nusa versus James. It's now getting to desperate territory for Norway. I told you, it was over as soon as England scored the second goal. It was over. We have clearly not done anything in this game, this second half, or in this extra time, to actually show us that they either want to get back into this game or they eventually even want to go and win this game. Stan Larsson, new sign behind, it's gonna be offside, man. Was he in an offside position? No, he wasn't. Nusa offside. Yep, the flag goes up now. Come on, referee, blow the whistle now. It's gone. This on. This race is run, man. Oh, he's onside, man. He was onside, but of course that is very tricky for the officials, man. Very, very tricky. Ah, the Norwegian fans shocked. They have refused to play, man. You had all your chances in the first half and also in the second half. You didn't take them. I still go back to that Solos chance. I still go back to that Solos chance, when it was still 1-0 to Norway. He'd have just laid it off to Haaland. Haaland would have gone off to take the shot, or eventually maybe Haaland would have actually passed it back to him because it was actually a 2 versus 1. That was a chance. But now they didn't take the chance, man. Eze. Uh, Eze out wide. Come on, referee, blow the whistle, man. This game don't even need to add any more time, man. I'm surprised. Now it's like, no, if players are now having all the urgency, can clearly see they want to play with, they want to run all over the pitch now. Wow. In a 2 minutes of added time, man. It's clearly been one winner in this game. England have handed it more, especially in extra time. Based on how the game has gone, honestly, this Norway team does not deserve anything whatsoever. Nothing whatsoever. In fact, the game should not even go to penalties, man. They shouldn't. It should actually be a serious robbery for England. Just have to call it as it is. Yes, you have to be fair, man. Yep. Of course, sliced clearance by Aya. There you go. That marks. Other that now, of course, just tells you their tail, man. At this game, rather pathetic, man. Honestly, I just have to call it, man. It's very pathetic. Very, very pathetic. Now they want to Now they want to play with urgency. Wow. Now they want to play with urgency. Wow. In the 121st minute of extra time of the game round, now they want to play with urgency. Where were they? England actually took the lead in the 93rd minute. They had 17 minutes, man. Not even 17, actually 23 minutes, actually 27 minutes to actually do something in this game. But nope, they didn't do anything. Eze, come on, Eze, bury them. Come on, no, no, Nusa, Oscar Bob, well defended by Spence, cleared. Come on, referee, blow the whistle, blow the whistle. Turns over. But he blow for full time, man. This game's over. I told you, whoever scored the next goal is gonna be over. Of course, it's over. Final whistle, man. Final whistle. England move on and into the semi-final. Their fourth semi-final in history. Can't really say that has been a labored victory because Norway didn't clearly put up an effort at all. No effort from Norway, especially in extra time. It's like their energy was done soon as the second half started or the extra time started. The energy was completely done. Because as soon as England scored, this team, it's like they were playing as if they're leading 5 or 6 nil. Wow. Sometimes you wonder what's wrong with some of these footballers? Match tactics, in game management. Honestly, you are chasing the game and then you are playing as if you already won the game. Of course, Nyland in tears, of course, rightfully so, because he's the one who cost his team the goal. But anyway, at times you also can't really blame him because sometimes mistakes do happen. Because maybe you rely on your teammates up the pitch to actually bail you out. But unfortunately, they didn't bail him out. A poor performance from Norway, man. In fact, they didn't do anything in that second extra time. Didn't do anything in extra time at all. They're just moving the ball from side to side, not doing anything at all. No way, man. It's good that they're going home. It's good because clearly these guys, they don't have the energy, the industry, the expertise, the mindset, the in-game management to actually even challenge even Argentina or Switzerland for in a potential semi-final. No, they don't. Clearly, these are team that was just maybe coming here to see whether how far they can go in this tournament. Anyway, it's Erling Haaland's first World Cup. He's managed to finish it on 7 goals, so that is the end of the road for him. So anyway, it's over, guys. It's over. England march on to play either Argentina or Switzerland. The game is gonna be kicking off in around 70 minutes time. Wow, wonderful cameo for Spence, man. Spence, as soon as he came on, honestly, did a wonderful job. And in fact, for Spence, I would not be surprised if next season, if he has a wonderful season for Spurs, I would not be surprised if next season, he he gets actually a move to a bigger club, either a Man City or a Chelsea or a Liverpool, because clearly he has the engine out there. He has the character, he has the desire, he has the work rate, he also has the technique. He wants to get forward, which is actually a good thing. That is what you want, especially of your defenders, especially at this hour. Yes, it might be an extra time, but you can clearly see he still wants to get forward, man. Anyway, like I said earlier, Norway do not deserve anything from this game, especially dreadful that dreadful second or the extra time performance. Honestly, they had the better part of 27 minutes, even 30 minutes rather, considering there was a bit of additional time to actually get actually an equalizer. But the way they are playing, somebody might think like maybe they were even leading this game 4 or 5 nil. Very slow, very lackluster. Tempo is very, very low as well. So you're like, okay, you guys, what the heck are you doing? And then, of course, gets to the 118th minute, they begin now to move the ball a whole lot quicker. They don't appear now to have the urgency. What do you expect? You have been poor. You just expect you're just going to turn it on in the last 2 minutes of the game and then you're going to get an equalizer and take it to penalties. I know that is now relying on luck. Clearly, that is now relying on luck, man. And sometimes you just have to make your own luck. England made their own luck today. Can clearly see the second goal that Bellingham scored. Rogers with a shot, parried away by Nyland, and of course into the part of Bellingham. Bellingham rushing into the box as he normally does as a box crusher and just tapping that ball home to the back of the net. So can clearly see that the desire is there from the England players to actually get ahead of the defenders and actually get to the ball fast. Because you see, sometimes you just have to anticipate that the ball might fall. The keeper might actually parry it and the ball might actually fall to you. But now, if you do not anticipate that, what do you expect? If you do not anticipate that, what do you expect? But anyway, it's good that Norway are done. Honestly, it's clearly a team that did not deserve to go anywhere in this World Cup. Honestly, especially did not deserve to go at all into the semi final based on how they have performed today, because it was such a poor performance, especially in extra time. They were quite good, especially in periods in the second half. Well, actually, they were the ones that actually keeping Pickford very very active, but unfortunately they could not replicate that in extra time. I don't know whether it was nerves. I don't know whether they were tired. Or maybe this is new territory for them, or maybe they had never foreseen such a scenario. Maybe they thought that they are not going to get to extra time. Maybe they win the game in regulation time. But you see, that is what quality teams do, like England. That is what quality teams do. You know that you might actually play a potential extra time. So, of course, you know how to balance your energy and also conserve it also for extra time. Because whenever the extra time started, England, of course, looked by far the better team, clearly wanting to go on the attack. While for Norway are just happy to sit back and observe and just say, you know what, maybe we're gonna get lucky. We are gonna get maybe a chance. Maybe Haaland is gonna get lucky like he did against Brazil. My friend, this is not Brazil. This is not Brazil. Anyway, game's over. Norway are out, rightfully so. May they go and disappear completely. Because honestly, this is very, very disappointing from a Norwegian perspective. I expected them to actually put up a fight in extra time and at least show themselves worthy that they did not get here by sheer luck. But anyway, maybe like I said, maybe it's mindset, maybe it's mentality, maybe it's lack of quality, maybe it's lack of energy. Who knows? I know it doesn't really matter because they are out. But of course, even the decision to take off Haaland and bring on Stan Larsson, honestly, we just keep them both up there. Maybe switch to a 4-4-2. Maybe take off maybe a Sunday badge. And maybe just push Odegaard into midfield. Or maybe and then of course or maybe even Patrick Berg, take him off, bring on Haaland, allow Odegaard to dictate from deep, and then just put balls into the box, man. Because at least you've got Haaland, who's huge out there. Stan Larsson is also a huge character. So know how to head the ball. So just ping balls into them because clearly they can actually get on the end of such crosses. But now, decision making, man, decision making. That's why I'm like, sometimes you wonder why are these guys paid all this money to make such poor decisions, man. As fans, as laymen, why can't we see this? How come we can see all this unfold in front of our eyes, but somehow the guys who actually paid all that money cannot see it? Because you want to tell me the manager did not see that actually taking off Haaland and switching off to a 4-4-2 would have been beneficial. Just throw caution to the wind. What happened by the to football? Why don't teams nowadays just throw caution to the wind? You know what? At the end of the day, it's okay. Let's go out there and try our luck. At least let's give it a go. Even if we lose, for me, I'm always of the opinion I'd rather lose even a game 2-0 or 3-0, knowing that at least I went toe to toe with the opposition. At least it was either my attacking players against their goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper had a serious, awesome day, man, saving everything. Rather than actually me losing 1-0, knowing that I would have had the chance to actually go at the team, but I just sat back and was waiting for things to happen. I was waiting for moments. You have to create your luck at times, man. Honestly, you have to create your luck, which Norway did not do at all. That's why I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether it's a tactical approach. I don't know whether it's a lack of experience at this level. Maybe they thought that they were never going to get to this level. Maybe they were like, no, what? Maybe our World Cup would have ended against Brazil, but somehow we managed to fluke our way past Brazil. So we're actually coming up against another team. So let's see whether we can rely on the same tactic. Fortunately, it was all for nothing. So honestly, I miss those days, man. Honestly, I miss those games where teams would just throw the kitchen sink at the opposition and say, you know what, I want to go at it, man. The same way Argentina went at Egypt They clearly attacked that Egyptian side. They said, you know what, we're not letting you go. We're gonna keep attacking you until we break down that defense and actually get our victory. And they did. And they did. But for Norway, like I said, tactical approach to the game, man. Honestly, don't know why you keep on three midfielders out and are clearly chasing a game. Sometimes, then of course, now you take the central defender in Ostigard and actually put him up front, playing next to Strand Larson. Why can't you just have Haaland up there, up top with the Strand Larson and let them play together? But of course, Strand Larson has clearly not played many games at this World Cup. I think his only start was against France, which they actually convincingly beaten 4-1. Eh? But anyway, it's fine. Anyway, nowhere out. England march on. Yes, rightfully so. Fully deserved victory for England. They're by far the better team. They clearly went for it. And of course, they got the victory. Yeah, so of course, this semi final is over. So England, of course, await the winner of Argentina versus Switzerland, which is going to be kicking off in at about an hour's time. So teams have already made their way onto the ground. So just a bit of pre-match warm up, and then of course the game is going to start later on. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being part of this watch along, taking your time to be here. Yes, make sure that if you in fact come across this stream after it has ended, that you subscribe to the channel. We're just 9 subs away from at the threshold of 1,000 subs. So guys, if you come across this stream and you have not subscribed, please make sure in fact subscribe to the channel. Yes, just 9 subs away, guys. Just 9 subs. 9 subs away. If 9 guys actually just subscribe, we get past that threshold, we'll be good to go. But anyway, let's go and have a breather. Yes, of course, gonna watch the game. I'll nail it on. I don't think I'm gonna do a watch along of that game. I think I'm just gonna watch it. But as far as this game is concerned, yes, England match on. Let's see whom they're gonna face in the semi-final. And of course, yes, so, but it's gonna be Argentina because of course Argentina versus England is gonna be a very, very huge game. Anyway, see you guys. Do have a wonderful evening, wonderful night, wonderful morning, wonderful afternoon, whatever it is, whatever time it is on your end, and have a great day as well. And see you in the next watch along. The semi-finals coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday. Until then, guys, do take care and peace.